Is the US still in the room where it happens? Last week, Mexico and the European Union signed a modernized global trade agreement during a summit in Brussels, Belgium. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen signed the agreement, which broadens the trade relationship between Mexico and the EU from its previous focus on industrialized goods into areas including agriculture, digital trade, services, investment, and government procurement. And the timing is interesting, to say the least. This comes just as the United States, Mexico, and Canada prepare for the 2026 review of the USMCA, which is the trade agreement that replaced NAFTA in 2018-2020. While the agreement is not set to expire next year, it is a time for all three countries to evaluate its future. Now, at the same time, the Trump administration has reportedly been reviewing Mexico's extensive network of consulates across the United States. So far, the scrutiny appears focused on Mexican diplomatic facilities because of their role in assisting Mexican nationals with legal services, documentation, and outreach related to immigration enforcement. For Mexicans living in the United States, just like any foreigner living in any country abroad, consulates serve as a critical lifeline. They help with passports, birth registrations, legal referrals, and communications with detained family members. Mexican consulates are also where many Americans begin the process of obtaining visas, residency permits, dual citizenship documentation, and other services needed to live, retire, work, or invest in Mexico. Historically, reductions in diplomatic presence can be an early warning sign of serious problems between nations. Before Yemen descended into civil war in 2015, foreign governments closed embassies and evacuated personnel. We also saw diplomatic withdrawals from Ukraine in the weeks leading up to Russia's 2022 invasion. These actions don't necessarily mean conflict is inevitable. In fact, a military conflict between the United States and Mexico remains highly unlikely. However, it often signals that governments believe a relationship or security situation is deteriorating. What we're seeing may be part of a larger shift. For decades, North American nations have become more integrated through trade, migration, tourism, and investment. However, today, Mexico is strengthening ties with Europe. Canada is strengthening ties with Europe. And Mexico and Canada are strengthening ties with each other. Both countries are building alternatives to over-reliance on the United States. So the question isn't whether North America is breaking up, it's reorganizing. There are new spaces cropping up that the U.S. is not being invited into. And for Americans interested in travel, relocation, global mobility, international business, that's just a trend worth watching. I'm Zaria, and this is the Wayfinder Report.